What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Frank Bruno. Frank Bruno willing to help Joshua prepare for the Usyk rematch. Former heavyweight champion Frank Bruno is willing to help his countryman Anthony Joshua regain the unified crown. Back in September, Joshua lost the IBF, the IBO, the WBA, and the WBO heavyweight titles when he was outboxed by Alexander Usyk in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. A rematch is already being worked on, with the second meeting likely to take place in the first quarter of 2022. Joshua has since been in the United States, where he spent time with high-profile trainers. Veteran coach Rob McCracken has guided Joshua, of course, his whole career. If Joshua needs some assistance closer to home, Bruno is raising his hand, and he's open to helping out in any way possible. Quote, "This isn't the end of the AJ story. Sometimes in life you have to lose to win. I know that better than most. Anthony now needs to keep a level head, work hard, and come back," Bruno told The Sun. "I think he's still got the fire in his belly, and he'll want to prove a few people wrong by coming back stronger. If I can help in any way, I'd love to. He just needs to call me. AJ will also want to fight Tyson and prove he's the best fighter in the world, but that part won't be easy." Those are the words of Frank Bruno. So, Frank Bruno, it's great to have that camaraderie. It's great to have that country support, because I don't think enough countrymen support each other, honestly. If you look at, the way Lennox Lewis has criticized Anthony Joshua in criticism, in that manner, or Juan Manuel Marquez to Canelo Alvarez and those things like that. You do have that, whatever you want to call it, tough love, hating, or whatnot, but it's definitely not anything that openly appears positive. Okay, so at least Frank Bruno is saying, "Hey, I got you over here. I can help you over here." And my counterpunch to that is, where in the Hades how in the Hades can Frank Bruno prepare Joshua to beat Usyk? See, it's bad enough, though. Speaking of Frank Bruno, Anthony Joshua is compared a lot to Frank Bruno. They're like, oh, well, he's basically like the Frank Bruno 2.0, or another a reincarnated Frank Bruno. Why? Because Frank Bruno's moves were somewhat robotic. He was a muscular built guy. I think he really had it natural, but his movements weren't fluid. And a lot of times people catch AJ trying to look more robotic, and you see him in his movements. A lot of them appear robotic, but his punch placement is great. So the thing is, how would he prepare him that fights a certain way himself, teach Anthony Joshua, that has been compared to him a lot of times, be successful with a guy that has footwork, speed, fluidity, ring IQ, and damn near everything of the above, except probably the max would be power, to prepare him for that guy? That's my only question. It sounds great, but then how could Frank Bruno, what does he bring to the table for Joshua? Confidence, pep talk, I get it, right? Positive vibes and all that, positive energy, positive spirits, I get that. But then what could he do to help AJ prepare for Alexander Usyk? That's my only problem, because based on what we saw of Frank Bruno, at what point do you see Frank Bruno beating Alexander Usyk? And what of his performances shows you that he could prepare Joshua for that? Yes, I know that you can learn a lot from people, and I know also that some of the trainers weren't the best boxers. I get it, but then I'm just imagining, okay, a guy that fights like Frank Bruno, I get the similarities, but what about those similarities can help him be successful against someone like Usyk? I just don't see it. That's my only problem. Because if you're looking at Usyk coming in and out, what could Frank Bruno teach him to disregard that, to be more defensive, to be more offensive? Like, what could he do? So it doesn't really sound good for someone that is mostly compared to Anthony Joshua, especially after he lost, for that same guy to say, hey, I can help you. So it's like Mr. Stiff versus Mr. Stiffer. You know what I mean? So I don't think that would be ideal. But of course, more of mentorship would be appropriate to me if that's the case. But I'm just interested to know what Frank Bruno could teach Anthony Joshua. You guys tell me what you think of Frank Bruno willing or would love the idea to train Anthony Joshua. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.